we have only 3 talks and you are eager to learn. This is the 4th talk, and I will talk about some fun thing I did last semester when I was at TE, but I was doing fun things. The fun for 2 things. One is I coded in Python, I did everything by myself. And I also connected with 2 previous RCOS students and wrote a paper, and we had fun doing it, and also uses some thread. So I will just tell you before I will show you. So this is a fantastic website. If you haven't seen this, have you heard of this? Online Encyclopedia of Integer Sequences. So this was done by Neil Sloan, and this is one of the fantastic things that you can think of, especially if you're interested in doing things like this. So for example, if you type in a number like sequence like 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, that's too simple. So let's take things like that you do well, if you know this. So 1, 2, 5, 14, 42. So let's do this. 1, 2, 5, 14, 42. These numbers, this is what computer scientists, every computer scientist should know this number. These are catalog numbers, these are all connected with many things. So that's one interesting numbers that you should be familiar with. So let me tell you what I did last summer. A few months ago it is 1, 3, let me do this. Let me do this. Okay, got it. Had a great time writing this paper. So this is the paper. It's some technical paper. That's all. Okay. So interesting thing is the guys. Some of you might know Bharat. He was a RCOS student. He currently works at Google. And Alan Lavoie was the student who was here at RCOS the first semester we are in. He did a fantastic job. He's doing his PhD at University of Washington in St. Louis. And the main result is this. So it is, we generated some sequences. So if you go to one, so we go here and type in the number 1, 3, 12, 28, 48, and hope these numbers are correct. I used to do that. 1, 3, 12, 28, 48. If you search for this number, and here comes our names, and so that's it is one of my bucket list is to have a sequence in this particular website, and that's okay, so that's one thing. So you should always have some ambition in your life. You should have something in the bucket list. I should accomplish this, I should accomplish this, I should accomplish this. So that's one thing, and this I got this. So this is the code I wrote. It's a simple code. This is the quick and dirty code I wrote. This is a Python program. Those of you who know about in Python, you can generate all permutations. That is what it does. For a United Tools.permutations, it generates each permutation and it checks for something in the permutation. And if you you want to publish anything in OEIS, we have to give the sequences for a long number. So this program didn't muster up. So we need to parallelize this, and that is where Alan Lavoie came into play. He wrote this.
Oh, there's a space.
Space there. Yeah. So there it is, and this is the antibiotic count pi, and if you look at it, there are all kinds of threads, and we used the threads, and we had the parallelism, and we got the number. So I generated the numbers up to the permutation, maybe 8 or 10, and we got up to 13, and we had this paper. The paper, writing a paper is no spec, but getting the sequence, it's a new sequence, and we put it in the OEIS is a bucket list, so I accomplished that. So that's an achievement. Writing a paper is passive, so okay, everybody writes a paper. Any other questions? So what is the moral of the story? You should have a bucket list. You are all still young, so your bucket list should be long. You should have, what is your goal? You should publish at least 5 big programs in the GitHub. And at least you should have 100 different users for your program. That should be one. And the second is, if you want to do something fantastic, you should have that in the bucket list. Right? I have something more in the bucket list. My topmost item that I want to do is publish a crossword puzzle. New York Times is too big, maybe Los Angeles Times. Okay, so that's in my bucket list. So I'm still working on it, and it is not a pipe dream since I was at GE last time. So what I did was this. So they gave me a farewell party, so I did this. So I do not know how many of you are crossword puzzle junkies or acrostic junkies. And let me try this. So anybody here do crossword puzzles? Or any good crossword puzzles? Have you done today's New York Times crossword puzzle? That's what the first thing I do is do Los Angeles Times crossword puzzle, New York Times crossword puzzle. If I do that, then I have made my day. Okay, so here is, that's again, some motivations for each of you will differ. So for me, life will be, the day is complete when I did 2 of them nicely. So, okay, so here is a 2, okay, I hope everything comes up. Okay, let's do, how many of you can do this? Can you read this? So this is I call this as an, okay, here it is. First clue is, okay, one down was what you should people know. Tesla versus Edison. 4-letter word, Tesla versus Edison. Tesla versus Edison. Yeah. AC/DC. Do you understand why it is AC/DC? Okay, good. Okay, so the next clue is bye-bye in row. 2 across is bye-bye in row. Yeah. Chop. Okay, that's good. 3 down is bye-bye in London. Yeah. Tata. Okay, good. So we have AC/DC, Xiao, Tata, and then 1 across is the 4 across is see you all dash after a short time. This is this is my last day in see you all soon. Okay, good. So that's good. So we are all close to that. Currency in Iran. Currency in Iran. Okay, so that's okay. Anybody know currency in Iran? No, no. Okay, that's okay. It's all trivia junkie. So that's mine. Okay, one across is painting, sculpture, paintings, sculptures, etc. Paintings, yeah.
Arts.
Arts, okay, good. Arts, so 2 down is riyal. That is the only thing that we didn't know. 2 down is currency in Iran is riyal. And so arts, ACDC, Chiao, Tata, and the third across is a local headman in many part of Malaysia. That that's too much crossword is. That is dato. So everything fits in. So that is one, and the next one is equivalency. This is farewellge.pdf. Who is one of GE founders' middle name? That is the 2 across is one of GE founders' middle name. Do you know who founded GE? No? You make a guess, yeah. Alba. Yeah, Thomas Alva Edison. So Alba. Okay, good. So then this clue is also should be equal. It should be easy. Part of Google's motto. Part of Google's motto. Evil. Okay, good. So that's don't be evil. That's that. It's important to big tech companies like such as GE to improve decision making. Important to big tech companies such as GE. I think GE, but every other tech company does it. So if it is not, one across is a legal document. Do you know what a legal document is? A legal document? Okay, so it's all that is a deed. Deed is a legal document, and one down, which is important to big tech companies such as GE, is data. Data, then everything else is here. Alba comes. This wind increases the aircraft's flight speed. Do you know what wind increases the aircraft's flight speed? So you know which wind decreases the aircraft's flight speed? Do you know which wind decreases the flight of aircraft speed? Headwind. So what wind increases the tailwind? So that's tailwind. And avant-garde artist from Spain. This is to be a little bit. Do you know who is the avant-garde artist from Spain? Dali. Okay, good. So that's everything fits in. So that is Dali, Salvador Dali, and the 4 across is dash can do is to wait and watch. Is all I can do is to wait and watch, which is true even here. So this is again, this is a fun thing I do acrostics for fun, and but my main goal, my main bucket list, I list in that is to write a crossword puzzle. New York Times maybe too hard, Los Angeles Times. That's what I'm shooting. But then, how many of you know that one of RPI alumni is American crossword puzzle champion for 5 years? And runner-up for 5 years. He is just out of the world in crossword puzzle. Is an RPI student. He graduated in maybe 9 years ago. He's an excellent Tyler Hinman. So I usually what I'm planning to do is I will write a puzzle and I seek his help to improve it. So each time it is better to know. You know that person, it always helps. So be cooperative, you do something, he does something, we all improve. Okay? So have you all made up a bucket list? You should make up a bucket list and start executing one thing at a time. But good luck, and before I forget, and I've been harping on this, sign up for the talk, rcos.rba.edu, and if you do not know, here it is talk sign up. This is where you have to sign up. Oh, good. So at least it is filling up. So it is. So if you look at it, so it is. We need to have big name, and people should sign up. So there was a person who signed up here, and he sort of, I think he moved in here, but that's okay. But make sure that this thing is filled up, and this is what I look up. And if you do this, you can also see I have been doing. If you go to the calendar, if you go to a calendar, here if you click in this, you have the list of people who are giving talks. So I'm trying to keep everything up to date so that higher ups will know that we are doing the best we can. All I'm asking for you is to do the best you can. Not to succeed, but give your best shot. With that, please fill up the blanks, do everything you can. And if you give your talk, post your slides. And I should acknowledge these people who does take the videos, they post their YouTube video immediately. So more or less immediately. And I do not know how many of you are reading the posts. I post weekly blog every week on Thursday. So if I can, so you don't have to read it, but I do my job and I pay money for the pizza. So everything I try to do twice, I'm trying to work twice as hard as you. Okay? Again, do the best you can and wish we have to be successful this summer. There is no going back. And if we fail, then we are depriving of the future RTA students this good opportunity. Thanks.